For my third tip is to actually start hopping into Engine and start learning the framework of the game engine that you're using. Unity and Unreal Engine have frameworks that are developed around developing games in their specific platforms. Same thing with GameMaker Studio and CryEngine. They all have their own workflows, and you're going to have to learn that, right? So delving into that, and now that you've already had the prior programming knowledge in the language that you've learned the basics of, you can now start learning the things that are specific to the engine that you're using. So for example, using Unity, you could start learning how components go onto game objects, right? So you can learn how to access the components and start accessing and playing with the code, like rigid bodies and stuff like that, and using the methods that are built into those components. Same thing with Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine has its own workflow that you're going to want to follow along with, like with using U properties. And it's very likely that if you're using C++ and Unreal Engine, you're going to be still using blueprints anyway. So you're going to want to get that understanding of blueprints regardless. But I do suggest understanding the framework and learning more about it, and maybe checking out the documentation for your game engine to help you understand how the framework works.